Hey everybody, and welcome to We're the New Adults. This is episode 8, y'all. I'm your boy TJ Williams, and I'm be your host for this podcast. I want to welcome y'all to my podcast where I talk about all things We're the New Adults, different things that we go through in our generation, being a young adult, becoming a young adult, a new adult, and not really having the steps to do so. This podcast is really just a guidebook to help you somewhat get through your transitioning into adult stages. I don't have all the answers. No, I do not. But I'm going to help y'all out any way that I can, okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. So let's get into episode 8. Patience on Purpose. When it comes to purpose, I really feel like we can talk about purpose all day, whether it's can you know your purpose early? Do you know your purpose whenever it's time to die? Just all things of that in between. I feel like purpose is just a broad conversation, and I'm ready to have it. I want to give my little 1-2 on purpose. So let's get into it. So when I titled this episode Patience on Purpose, it's a play on words. I don't know if y'all got it or not, but patience on purpose. And so when you break that down, it's like patience on purpose. Like, oh, I'm purposely having patience because like I know that there's greater coming. So I'm going to purposely have patience because I know I need to have patience right now. But it's a play on words because it's like patience on purpose, like being patient whenever your purpose is on the way, like knowing your purpose is on the way, so you're patient. So I hope that wasn't too confusing. I really hope that y'all got it. But when I be thinking of little ideas, I just be hoping that people are understand and get what my little brain is trying to come up with. So y'all bear with me. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about, is it normal to already know your purpose? And when I speak on this, I'm really speaking from my standpoint and my view of things in my life. I feel like God has given me a glimpse to what my purpose is. And with that being said, you know, the first thing that I said was God. I feel like God is the answer to all of our problems, all of our questions. He's the answer. So when it comes to, oh, what is my purpose, you know, or how do I find my purpose? He's the answer. And I tried to make these into a sermon, y'all. I really do be trying, but my life just involves so much of Christ, and I would be stupid to not be honest and give God the praise for being in my life so that I can know what my purpose kind of is, you know? So God gave me a glimpse to what my purpose was through me trying different things. Started my life playing sports. I love sports. Literally, if you would have asked me 5 to 7 years ago, would I be doing what I'm doing now? I would have said no because my head was in a baseball helmet. My head was in basketball. My head was in football. My head was in all things sports. So I wasn't even thinking about anything outside of sports. And let me leave that right there. Whenever you are constantly pouring something into yourself that you don't really give room for other things to enter because you're only focused on that one thing, you can't really figure out what your full purpose is because you haven't opened yourself up to other possibilities. So with that being said, when me playing sports, it's like obviously at that time I want to be a football player. I want to be a basketball player. I want to be something dealing with sports. Had no idea about anything else that I could possibly offer because I wasn't opening myself up to that. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like that is just something that whenever you're growing up, you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to see what things you like. And the same with being an adult, honestly, you don't really know what direction you want to go in. Some people do, but at the same time, you may go in one direction and feel like you want to go into another. And I feel like that should be okay with being an adult. It's not, you don't have to take one path. You can take one path and choose another one if you like to. I finally got out of sports in college. I let go of sports. I literally was just going to class and doing whatever else it was on the side. And I did get into my videos and everything like that, but I really got focused on my major. And with me getting focused on my major, I was around other people that were like-minded as me as well. And that really showed me that not only do I enjoy this, but I enjoy doing this with these people around me. So that lets me know that not only is this my purpose, but my purpose is leading me to the right people that are for me. Yeah. Your purpose, whatever your purpose is going to lead you to the right people. And following your purpose is going to lead the right people to you as well. Purpose is greater than a job. Purpose is greater than a career field. Purpose is what are you meant for in this life? What are you meant to do in this life? It's all about what you make of it and how you impact someone else's life. So purpose is not, there is not a greater purpose than someone else's. There is not a lower purpose than someone else's. Everyone has a purpose and everyone is meant to fill their position in this world so the world can continue to go around. Okay. So yes, so while I was in that era of my life, I felt that this is where I was supposed to be. I felt that this is what I was supposed to be doing. And when it comes to your purpose, I feel like you're going to know whenever you've reached it. You're going to know when you're getting close to it because it's a feeling that no one can explain. It's a feeling that no one can take away from you. And that's a feeling that I've had for a long time of just knowing that I have greater in this world. You know, greater than probably than I can imagine right now. Like I said, I have a glimpse to what my purpose is. I may not know to the full extent, but I know that I'm well on my way to it. And I'm doing whatever it takes and making the decisions that it takes to get there. When it comes to making the decisions to get to your purpose, that can be a hard thing. For me, when it comes to making a decision between A or B, I originally was not thinking about my purpose. I was thinking about TJ in the present. But when you think about purpose, you most of the time are thinking about future tense. You're thinking like, okay, how is this going to affect me in the future? How is it going to affect my purpose, me getting to my purpose? That's that one side. But the other side is, okay, I'm in the moment. I'll worry about that later when it gets there. But I'm telling you, in order to fully get to your purpose and fully emerge in whatever it is that God is trying to call you to be, you have to make the decisions to get you to that goal, get you to that purpose. So that may mean people may not understand your decisions, you know, which is not for them to understand. People may wonder why is he thinking so far ahead? That's because, you know, when God has called you to do something and when God has put something in your heart as far as purpose, when you're focused on your purpose, a lot of people aren't worried about their purpose. A lot of people are living day to day, doing what they do, which is fine, you know, but that time flies by and that time will catch up to you. And it's like, dang, you know, what happened? And a lot of people say what's for you is for you. And I believe that wholeheartedly, that what is for you is for you. But I do believe that you can miss it by not fully focusing on it. You know, and that doesn't mean every decision needs to be made to go towards, you know, your goals in your future. You know, I understand we all make decisions that sometimes affect us in the present and we're not worried about the future. And it can affect our future. But it's about continuously trying your best, trying to keep up with getting to your purpose and not forgetting that that's what's most important to you. You know, everything else that is current, everything else that is right now, that is really not important. How you going to be an author and you only read 2 times a year? How you going to be a piano player and you only play once a year? It just doesn't work. You have to practice purpose. You have to practice in your purpose. Purpose, although it is future, more so where you're trying to go, the things you're trying to do, who you're trying to be. Purpose is current. Purpose is everything that you're doing now. Every time you wake up, every time God gives you another chance to get it right, that is purpose. When you make a decision for your present circumstances that are leading to your purpose, that is purpose. Every decision that you make needs to be purposeful to get to your purpose. So there is no such thing as like, oh, your purpose is going to come at this age. You're going to figure out what your purpose is at this age. Every single day, you need to wake up having on your mind that, okay, I need to make a purposeful decision that is going to impact me in the best way possible so that I can get to my purpose. And that also leads me to, it's okay to not know your purpose. I feel like that is a huge conflict that people have. And thank God that I don't have it as much as I used to. Like I said, I kind of have an idea of what my purpose is. Do I know the full extent? Like I said, no. But God has given me a glimpse into what he has called me to be, and that is why I am taking the necessary steps to do so. There are plenty of times where I've been like, oh God, I don't think so. Or God, I don't think that I can do that. Or I don't think that is, I don't think I'm qualified. But I don't know how many have you have heard that God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the call. Glory. I don't want to be preaching on here, y'all. I really don't. Whenever I did have doubt about a situation or a opportunity, and it's like, God, I don't know, not me. He always, every single time, showed up and showed out and made it clear to me that you are picked, you are chosen, and everyone I feel like is not chosen. And if you are watching this video and I feel like everyone that's supposed to watch this video is going to watch this video. And if you feel like that you are chosen by God to do greater things in life, to do the things that he has called you to be, then it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be like everybody else. You're not gonna be able to do the things that everyone else is doing. You're gonna be having to do your own path, make your own lane. It's okay to not know your purpose. As long as you're trying to get there, and like I said, as long as you're seeking God first and foremost, then that's all you need to be doing. As long as you are seeking God first and foremost, making decisions that will lead you to your purpose, making positive life choices, then your purpose will come to you. It's not something you have to search all around for. It really will come to you as long as you're striving to get there. I feel like me finding my purpose took me exploring myself. I started taking trips. I think I was 18 years old. I took my first trip out of town, out of my home state, and without family. It was really me, my friends. We went out of town. Yeah, and from 18, I'm 23 years old now. I've traveled a good bit of my life, and that has caused me to see different cities, see different states, see different cultures, and understand that there is so much more than what is around me at my young adolescent stage. There is so much more in this world to offer, and with me exploring, that meant me taking things that I've seen and implementing it with my own life and realizing, okay, I want this. I may not have seen this on the regular, but I finally seen this and now I want that. So I feel like taking trips is important. Treating yourself is important. Having that alone time, being able to focus on yourself and realize, okay, sitting yourself down and like, what do I want? Let me figure out who I am so that I can get to my purpose, because if you don't know who you are, how are you going to get to your purpose? Take that time to self-discover so that God can get you closer to your purpose. Gotten a lot of great feedback from my podcast. A lot of people saying I make it look easy and saying that, oh my God, what's hard about it? And I'm just like, I barely even sometimes want to set the camera up, and that's real. That's real. I barely want to set the camera up, and I just started this podcast, and that's not to say that I'm not determined and that I'm not motivated, but sometimes I still have a life. I still have things that I do from day to day. And sometimes I don't have time to film, but it's about making the time, because I know that God has given me a glimpse into my purpose. And I know that me doing this right now is helping me get to my purpose, whether it's a big way or a little way. And that's another thing. You do not have to make big steps to get to your purpose. Each and every little step that you take is important for your purpose. Every little thing is going to matter at the end. But guys, that is the end of this episode. I just want to leave with y'all that whether you know your purpose, or whether you feel like you know your purpose, or whether you don't know your purpose, it is okay, especially becoming a new adult. Look, I may think I know what my purpose is. I'm sitting up here doing, like I said, I thought football was my purpose a long time ago. And look, I'm doing something completely different. Completely different. So yeah, with that being said, it doesn't matter where you are when it comes to your purpose. Whatever stage you're at, whether you're almost there, whether you're there, whether you're nowhere near at all, practice your purpose. Do the things that you need to do. Make the decisions that you need to make every single day to get to your purpose. That should be your mind. That should be your goal. That should be your drive. Getting to your purpose, figuring out what it is that you're called on this earth to do, and what are you placed on this earth to be. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to episode 8. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, we're almost done with the season. I have not been trying to let y'all know how close I am to the end of the season, but we are getting close to the end of the season. But I want to thank y'all so much. I am just so grateful for just this entire journey of my podcast. It's been amazing. I'm not gonna do no end of the season speech because we're not there yet, but I just want to continue to let y'all know how grateful I am. And I am very much aware that I'm starting at the bottom. Let me say that I'm very much aware that I'm starting at the bottom, but trust and believe, I see who is watching. I see who is commenting. I see who is supporting from the beginning, because I know that it is only up from here. This is just the beginning. I haven't even reached the surface of what... Got my beard getting caught on the mic. I haven't even reached the surface of what this is going to be, or whatever this turns into being. So I'm just grateful for y'all supporting me. I'm grateful for myself, proud of myself. Let me give my own self some love, because this is not easy. And yes, I love to talk. Yes, I don't mind, of course, being on camera, of course. But at the same time, it does take a lot of energy. But I just want to give myself a round of applause for keeping up with it. I definitely want more seasons to come. And yeah, I want to let y'all know that at the end of this season, I will be releasing, not sure on what streaming platform, but I will be releasing the audio for my podcast, so that y'all can listen to it in y'all's ears. So that's coming soon. We have a lot of things coming up. I'm trying to get some merch out there, y'all. Like, it's just so much. It's so much. I'm so excited. But yes, thank y'all once again for tuning into this episode, and I will see y'all next time. Oh, wait, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.